Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel Vijay Biology Tutorials. And today we are going to discuss the video related to the worksheet of the lesson Nutrition. And before going to the video, please do subscribe to my channel Vijay Biology Tutorials. Yeah, chalo, let's go to the topic. Here in this worksheet, up to question number 5, they have given in the form of fill in the blanks and one matching is given. Next, 6th, 7th questions are given in the form of 2-mark questions. Even 6th, 7th, 8th also is given in the form of small question and answers. And 9th and 10th are given like essay question and answers. Yeah, let's discuss each one. Now the first one is photosynthesis takes place only in the presence of dash. Here the answer is light for this blank. And here why the light is coming as the answer? Because the name itself is saying that photosynthesis nothing but by using the sunlight the plants are able to synthesize the food material. That's why that process is called as photosynthesis and the answer is light for this blank. And going to the second one, Hydrilla experiment was first performed by dash. He is the scientist named Jan Ingenhousz. Jan Ingenhousz is the scientist who has performed the Hydrilla experiment. Okay, so the answer for this question is Jan Ingenhousz. The third one is dash is an alternative for Hydrilla plant. Here, first of all, you should know what is the Hydrilla plant. Hydrilla plant experiment. So if you want to know clearly about that experiment, already I have done a video regarding this experiment. If you want, you can go there and watch the video. And here Hydrilla plant is an submerged hydrophyte. The Hydrilla plant is an submerged hydrophyte. Okay, here what is the meaning of submerged? Means they will be living below the surface of the water and they will be in the contact with the atmosphere. They will be living under the water but they will be in contact with the atmosphere. That type of plants are called as submerged plants. And what is a hydrophyte? Hydrophyte means the plants that live in the water are called as hydrophyte. So here Hydrilla plant is an submerged hydrophyte. Here dash is an alternative for Hydrilla plant. They have asked the question. You can take any submerged plant for this Hydrilla experiment, but Elodea is one of the example for that submerged hydrophyte. So the answer is Elodea is an alternative plant that can be used in the Hydrilla experiment instead of the Hydrilla plant. So the answer is Elodea. Going to the next question, match the following they has given. Here left side they have given pigments and right side they have given colors of that particular pigments. So here you have to do matching, means which pigment gives which color to a particular fruit or particular vegetable or to the leaves. Now let us read out the pigments. Carotene, xanthophyll, chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B. These are the pigments, and here right side you can see the colors, the colors that were given by the pigments. Okay, so here pigments. Here first of all pigments, where you can observe pigments means you can observe the pigments in the which one? In the plant cell you can observe the pigments. Especially we have learnt about the chloroplast, leucoplast and chromoplast in the previous videos. So like that here different pigments are there which give color to the fruits or vegetables. Like here now if you see carotene. Carotene gives orange color to a particular fruit. Like if fruit or vegetable. Carotene, like example you can take carrot. Carrot is having which pigment? Carotene pigment. It gives orange color to the vegetables or fruits. The second one is the xanthophyll. Xanthophyll gives yellow color to the fruits or vegetables. And in the chlorophyll, if you study the structure of the chloroplast, inside the chloroplast a particular pigment is there which gives the color, and that particular pigment is nothing but we are calling it as chlorophyll. So here in the chlorophyll we are having two types of chlorophylls are present. The first one is chlorophyll A and the second one is chlorophyll B. The chlorophyll A gives, here it gives blue-green color pigment, means it gives blue-green color, and chlorophyll gives yellow-green color. So here if you observe the answers carefully, the carotene gives orange color, the xanthophyll gives yellow color, chlorophyll A gives blue-green color and chlorophyll B gives yellow-green color. So the answer is B, C, D, A is the answer for this matching. Yeah, up to here I think everything is clear. Now let's go to the next blank. The gas produced during photosynthesis is, which gas is produced? Oxygen gas is produced. Already in the previous video I have said the equation for the photosynthesis. If you see in that equation, the products of the photosynthesis, obviously oxygen will be present. Why? Because if photosynthesis do not happen, there will be no release of the oxygen. So oxygen is released during the process of the photosynthesis. So the answer is oxygen. The next question is, how can we destarch a plant? Destarch, already I said that destarching is nothing but removal of the starch from the plant. How can we destarch a plant? What we have to do means, if you observe the answer, we can destarch a plant by keeping the plant in the dark for nearly a week to remove the starch from the leaves. So how can we destarch a plant means, we can destarch a plant by keeping it in the dark room for nearly a week. If you keep it in a dark room, there no sunlight will be falling on the plant. As the sunlight is not falling on the plant cannot do photosynthesis. As it is not doing photosynthesis, gradually whatever the starch that is present in the plant will be utilized and no new starch will be formed. In that way you can remove the starch from the plant. So the answer is, you have to keep the plant in a dark room where there is no sunlight falling on the plant. Like that, if you keep it for a week, then automatically the starch will be removed from the plant. So that is the answer for this question. Next, going to the next question. What will you prove with black screen experiment? Black screen experiment. Here, black screen experiment also I will explain you. But first let us go through the question. Through black screen experiment, we can prove that sunlight is very essential factor for the process of photosynthesis. Regarding all these experiments, I have done a video. If you want, you can go and watch the video for clear answers. So just black screen experiment means, here we will take a plant and we will take a black paper, we will cover the leaf of the plant with the black paper, and if you keep it under the sunlight, wherever the black paper is there the sunlight won't fall, and there is no photosynthesis occurring. As there is no photosynthesis occurring, there it won't change its color when you test with iodine solution. But clearly I'll explain again. Now just you can write down the answer. Through black screen experiment, we can prove that sunlight is very essential factor for the process of photosynthesis. So through black screen experiment, what we wanted to prove? We wanted to prove that sunlight is very essential factor for the process of photosynthesis. Yeah, next, going to the next question. What will be the color of the leaf with starch after iodine test? We know that if you want to test the presence of the starch in a plant, we have to test it with iodine solution. So if you test it with iodine solution, if the starch is present in the plant or in the leaf, automatically it changes its color to blue-black color. What is the color? Blue-black color. So the answer is, the color of the leaf with starch after iodine test changes to blue-black color. So up to here we have completed 8 question and answers. Now let's go to the 9th question answer. Just hold on. Yeah, this is the 9th question. If you see, write the procedure for conducting an experiment to prove that sunlight is essential for photosynthesis. This is the question. It can be asked as write about the black screen experiment also. Now I'll explain you clearly what is black screen experiment and why is it important, or what we wanted to prove by doing that experiment. Just hold on, I'll show you the experiment. So here you can see the diagram. Here what you have to do, through black screen experiment, what we wanted to prove that sunlight is necessary to form starch in the green plants. Here what you have to do means, you have to take a first point. If you see, this is a procedure. First point, if you observe, take a potted plant with destarched leaves. How to destarch a plant or how to destarch the leaf, already we know that. How can we do that means, we can do it by keeping the plant in a dark room for a week, or here what they are saying, remember the process of destarching leaves mentioned in activity 1. Activity 1 means we have to take the leaf and we have to boil it in the, keep it in the methylated spirit. When you keep it in the methylated spirit, and if you keep that set test tube which contains the methylated spirit and the green color leaf, if you keep the test tube in the beaker which contains boiling water, after few minutes what you will observe means the leaf will become pale white color. So So that's what they are saying. Remember the process of destarching leaves mentioned in activity 1. So what you have to do, the first step is take a potted plant with destarched leaf. So destarched leaf you have to collect. How you have to destarch a leaf? You can destarch a leaf either by keeping the plant entirely in a room where there is no sunlight. That is one process, but here they are saying that you have to follow the the process mentioned in the activity 1. So what you have to do, you have to take a green color leaf, keep the leaf in the methylated spirit, and which is present in the test tube. Keep that test tube in the beaker which contains the boiling water. If you leave it like that for few minutes, the leaf changes to pale white color. Like that you can destarch a leaf. And going to the second point, cover one of its leaves with black paper on which a design is cut. Here you can see the black paper. Here you can see the black paper, and here on the black paper you have to take any sort of the design. Here the black paper is cut with a design of S shape. Okay, if you want you can do it with the star shape also. Means the black paper you have to cut any sort of the design, like you can make it as a circle, or you can make it as a star shaped one, you can make it as a square, any shape you can make. And you have to fix that black paper to the leaf. You have to fix the black paper to the leaf. Okay, so take any leaf which is destarched one. To that destarched leaf, what you have to do, you have to take one black paper. On that black paper, whatever design you want in the center, you can cut the black paper in whatever design you like and fix that black paper to the leaf. You have to fix the black paper to the leaf. Why are we cutting in the middle of the black paper? Because we want to prove that sunlight is important for the process of the photosynthesis. To prove that experiment, we are doing in this way. So here what you are doing, cover one of its leaves with black paper on which a design is cut. Fix the paper on the leaf in such a manner that the light does not enter the dark part. Means you have to be careful that through this black paper the light does not enter into the leaf. Only the light should be entered through the designed part where we have made a design. Means we have cut the black paper in the shape of S, or you can do it in the star shape as previously said. So now what you have to do, place this potted plant in the sunlight. You have to keep this potted plant in the sunlight. When you keep this potted plant in the sunlight, leave it like that for few hours. After few hours, what you will do means you cut the leaf from that plant, or you test the leaf with the iodine solution. When you test the leaf with the iodine solution, where the black paper is covered, there will be no starch formation observed. But on the black paper, we have made a design, that is S-shaped design. In the S-shaped design part only, its color changes to blue color. Why? Because here in the blue color only, means if you see this S-shaped part, only in this S-shaped part the starch formation has occurred. Why only in this S-shaped part the starch formation occurred? Means here entirely if you see here, only this part is receiving the sunlight. This all black part is not receiving the sunlight. So only the S part is receiving the sunlight and it is doing the process of the photosynthesis. That's why only the S part has changed its color to blue color when you tested with iodine solution. The remaining part did not change its color because it is not receiving the sunlight. So from this experiment you can prove that the sunlight is very important for the process of photosynthesis. Okay, so it will be observed that only the parts of the leaf which could get the light through the cut out design turns blue black, showing the presence of the starch. So this is the answer you have to write down for this question. Ninth question. What is the question? Write the procedure for conducting the experiment to prove that sunlight is essential for photosynthesis. Otherwise this experiment is called as black paper experiment or black screen experiment also we can call. This is the answer for this question. Yeah, next going to the next question. Yeah, the next question is draw neat diagram of hydrilla experiment. This is a very simple diagram and you can draw it very easily. I'll show you the diagram what you have to draw. So this is the diagram you have to draw. This is the diagram you have to draw. You will take a beaker. Into that beaker you will fill the beaker with water, and you will collect the hydrilla plant. Hydrilla plant you will connect, and you have to keep that hydrilla plant in one funnel. You can see the funnel, and covering that funnel you will place one test tube. This all setup should be placed under the sunlight. When you keep it under the sunlight, the hydrilla plant will be releasing the oxygen. Bubbles will be formed in that test tube. That bubbles nothing but the gas is being released from the hydrilla plant. How can you prove that that particular gas is oxygen? Means when you bring a burning matchstick near to that gas, it will be burning more. So this indicates that oxygen is being released from the hydrilla plant. Once I'll explain you, you have to take a beaker filled with water, and you have to collect one hydrilla plant which is called as submerged hydrophyte, and place that hydrilla plant in a funnel, and keep the funnel in an inverted position. You can see the picture. The funnel should be placed in an inverted position, and to the end of the funnel, cover the funnel with the test tube. This also should be in an inverted position. Place it, the funnel should be covered with the test tube. Now keep this setup under the sunlight for few hours. After few hours, what you will observe means in the funnel the bubbles will be formed. So what does it indicates means the hydrilla plant is releasing some gas. So how can you prove that the gas released by hydrilla plant is oxygen? Means when you bring a burning matchstick near to that gas, it will be burning more furiously. So this indicates that the hydrilla plant is releasing the oxygen gas when you are keeping it under the sunlight. So this diagram you have to draw for the hydrilla experiment. I think you have understood this answer, and these are the 10 questions which are covered in the worksheet. If you like the video, please do subscribe to my channel, and if you are having any doubts, you can comment me and I'll surely answer for your questions. Thank you.